crazy guy in the backyard. Some of y'all heard that one. There was, hold on, I know what I'll tell. I'll tell when I broke my arms.
Hitchhiker! Hitchhiker!
All right, now, one day, this is when I was about the 5th grade, and my best friend, Ray Mullinex and I were going to head back to the creek and go swinging on the grapevine. That was one of our best pastimes, to swing on grapevines. And so we raced back down there, and we said the first one got there got to swing first. Well, I got there first, so I got to swing on the grapevine. The grapevine went over an embankment, and at the peak, or vertex, if I'll throw math in there while I was at it, and right at the peak, we were about 30 feet up in the air. So I got on this grapevine, and I swung out, and I got out to the very peak and snapped. The grapevine broke. And I went straight down, and luckily I didn't hit flat ground. I hit the embankment, I hit, and I rolled all the way down to the bottom of the hill. And when I got up, my left wrist was broken right about here, went straight down, twisted around, and came back up. This wrist right here was broken. I didn't realize it at the time, but it was broken also. So I had, at the top of the hill, Greg Mullinex was just laughing as hard as he could. He thought that was about the funniest thing he'd ever seen. So here I am, and I'm trying to get up this hill, and so I'm walking up the hill with my hands up in front of me. And if I slipped, I couldn't catch myself. So when I fell face first. So I had all these scratches on my face when I finally got to the doctor. Well, I had to walk a mile home, barefooted in the snow both ways. Okay, all right, just make sure. Well, I got home, and Mom was on the phone. She got all excited, and she went across, and Greg got his mom. She was a nurse. They go over there, and she wrapped it up in a newspaper, and they drove me to the hospital, and they fixed it. All right, so they fixed it. They put me under. The first thing I remember, of course, when I came to was I threw up all over the place. But after that, I noticed I had these big white casts on there. They were made out of plastic, and they were thick, about that thick. And the problem I had was, they came right up to my fingers, and I could not touch my finger and my thumb together on either hand. Now, I don't think you realize what you can't do when you can't touch your finger and your thumb. You cannot hold toilet paper. Y'all got that, all right? I can't, so my other buddy at school, Greg Mullinex was a year below me, my other buddy at school, whenever I had to go to the bathroom, Paul Phillips had to go with me, get my pants down so I could sit down on the toilet, I'd do my business, and he had to clean up after me. And unfortunately, Paul Phillips was a little shy about it, so he would do one wipe and that was it. Well, I walked around the rest of the day with a gushy derriere. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And not only that, I can't get my zipper down. So he had to get the zipper down, he had to pull everything out. It was horrible. And the bad thing about it is when I was finished, what most guys do when they finish, take a leak. So I had to shake it like this. So I got that all done, and so that's it. He would finally push it back in, and that was about it. I always tried to wait until I got home to use the bathroom when I had my broken wrist, because my little brother, I could threaten him within his life to do everything properly. So poor old Ellie, he had to run into now, finally, what I had to do, what I had to do, I won't go to the other part. No, this one's all right. This one's all right. No, I will here in just a minute.
Mr. Chamness needs to leave early, so he's going to make this real short. Really?
Well, one of the pastimes I do to impress the girls is I would take pennies and slide them in my cash and catch them down here. Well, one day 2 pennies got stuck and I never did get them out. Well, a month or two later, they decided to take the cast off. Well, Dr. Carpenter cut this cast off over here, and this one came out and was all white and flaky. He cut this cast off, and when it came open, it was black and green. And it looked like my arm had rotted off. And he thought, oh my goodness, what happened? He wanted to see what happened. Those 2 pennies fell out, and all that copper had turned black and green, so my arm was just a mess of black. I thought it rotted off. And I finally got over that. For 2 days, I don't know if anybody ever had anything heavy on their arm. For 2 days, I'd walk around like this because my hands were so light and floating around. Dr. Felton, Mr. Felton didn't come back, did he? Okay, good.
Another story.
That's it. I'm done.